Welcome back to the Light Cube, and in this video we are going to show you how to create some buttery smooth product shots at close range using the Osmo Mobile 3. Now you might think, hey, I can do that, don't need this video. If you're doing it at close range, any unwanted movement is absolutely killing your footage, and it's really difficult to get rid of that unwanted movement. Something in 10-15 foot away, you can get away with that unwanted movement a little bit closer, and we're working less than a foot here. It's actually really difficult. Stick around, watch the video to the end, and we will show you how to do this. So because you can't program movement into the Osmo Mobile, or indeed the Osmo Pocket, it's really awkward to actually just set this off and go. You have to have some kind of control. However, in the time-lapse side of things, you can program movement. You can program a path, and that's how we're going to get around this. So the Osmo Pocket is set way back in the Light Cube, facing the photo rig, so to speak. Now, there's not an awful lot to see here. We have the product, which is a microphone, which arrived a day or so ago, which I haven't yet opened. There'll be an unboxing and a review of that soon. Over here we've got my Galaxy Note 9 fitted to the Osmo Mobile 3, and it's on a tripod. Now, it's not on a flimsy tripod, it's on a decent tripod, but there's, I don't know whether you can see that at that distance. I'll do a close-up of it. Just little bits of movement like that are really still difficult to iron out, so we'll let it do it on its own. So we are going to set up a time lapse. Now we're quite close here, and we're going to capture the Osmo Pocket in the shot. It doesn't really matter for this demonstration. I think you'll end up getting the picture. We're really quite close here. The distance between the product and the camera is about 9 inches. And the important thing is that we get our exposure and focus lock on the product, and we set it how we like it. So I'm going to bring the exposure up quite a lot here, and of course we're using DJI Mimo, otherwise we don't have the time-lapse control. We are going to just shift over to one side. We're going to set our path point there, and we're going to shift over to the other side, and we're going to set a path point there. That's it. Simple pan, not a great deal of movement. The interval is going to be half a second, because over that sweeping arc, half a second is absolutely fine. It will get nice crisp movement out of it, and it will run smoothly. Now, one of the things you've got to be really careful of is setting the exposure and the focus lock, because if you set it on the product and then the product moves out of the set point on your screen, when you set the shutter going, DJI Mimo really helpfully refocuses on the point that is currently under the yellow square. Lord knows why it does this. It only refocuses. It does not reset the exposure. It's hugely annoying, and you might not notice this until after it's gone and done its sweeping arc, and then you'll just have something that's entirely out of focus throughout, and you'll end up doing it again. Now, it's really important at this point that we manage the lighting. What we have right now is window light. It's natural lighting. There's no artificial lighting in this room whatsoever at the moment. There is a large roof window straight above this Light Cube, which is providing all of the light for the whole shot. Now, of course, we are hoping that we don't suddenly get cloud cover. So you can, of course, set your duration from a couple of minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes and such, and that will just produce longer movement scenes and such. That's absolutely fine. However, as long as you're not moving a great deal, a little bit of pan from kind of here to here, 5 seconds will do you. if you're going kind of from there to there, you'll need longer because the interval gaps will be staccato and obvious in the final footage. And of course it only works with static items. You can't have something moving in the frame. So everything that is in front of the camera needs to stay the same. And that's also true to a degree of everything behind the camera as well, because if I start walking off that way or any other way and start creating shadows, they're going to be visible on the face of the product, and that's going to produce unusable footage. So for the duration, I'm kind of stuck here, unless I of course had an enclosure on the front of the light cube, which I do have, but I haven't put it in place because I wouldn't be able to talk to you right now. Yep, sorry, you're stuck with me. What do you mean speed it up? Right, that's 5 minutes up. Yeah, shot by, didn't it? And let's look at the footage. So I've shortened the footage to around 10 seconds. I've also masked out the Osmo Pocket in the background that was shooting me. Enjoy. So I hope that this has given you some ideas as to how you might use this technique to produce your own product B-roll. I'd love to see what you do with these things, so post links in the comments down below. And as ever, like and subscribe please. There's a like button down here, and a subscribe button down here, and a tinkly bell button down there. And it would be really helpful if you could hit any one or all three of those for me, because I know if I'm doing a good job, I'll make more. Cheers fellas, see you soon. I think that went quite well.